ドキュメンタリー見ました？カルロス・ゴーンさんの。
ああ、見た。ゴーンさん、がっつり受けてるじゃん、インタビューを。その割にはネガティブな声含めて結構拾ってるなっていうふうには思ったけどね。
ゴーンさんの取材が、インタビューが取れまして。
NG 一切ないんですか？
ありません。
ないんだ。
ない。
Was it not your responsibility to build a stronger management?
ゴーンさんの野望っていうのは一体どこにあるのか？
How do you see Tesla? If you can go back in time,
These are two decisions I regret to ask.
プロモーションっていう話なんでしょ、多分。
そうです、そうです。ドキュメンタリーもあるし、本も発売すると。
入りきらなかった何かその主張が、もしあるなら、そこは一言。でもやっぱさ、裏切られたんだとか、そこの真相云々というよりは、経営の話、もし、だからゴーンさんが経営を続けていたら、みたいな話とかは聞きたいし。
僕が取材し始めた時ってもうすでにゴーンさんっていなくて、で、その後の日産を僕ずっと取材してるんですけど、ゴーン時代は良かったとか、ゴーンがいい経営者だっていう人って多分本当に一人もいないんですよ。で、99年から、来て2018年までですかね、いたと思うんですけど、その間に販売台数って250万台だったものが500万台まで増えてて、この20年間の倍増ってやっぱすごいことだと思うんですよ。ゴーンさんがいなくなった瞬間に一昨年なんですけど、また7000億円ぐらいの赤字を出して、来た時とざっくり同じぐらいの赤字を出しちゃったんですね。で、台数が倍になってるのになんで赤字こんな増えてるんだっけっていうと、やっぱ一言で言うと、あんま魅力的じゃない車を作る会社になってしまったっていうのがゴーン時代の日産なのかなっていうふうな、そういう言われ方をしていて、やっぱり台数へのこだわり強すぎたんじゃないかなっていう、日産の車ってめちゃくちゃ値引きしないと売れないっていうのが、この5年ぐらいずっとそうだと思うんですよね。要は原価償却し終わった生産設備で車作りまくれば、で、それが売れれば、やっぱ儲けの幅が大きくなるっていうふうに多分考えたんだと思うんですよね。だから全然モデルチェンジしなくなったと。リーフとかも、10年間も売ってるんですけど、フルモデルチェンジって一回やってるんですけど、なんかいまいちかっこよくならないんですよね。だからせっかくの EV なのに、あんまりこの革新的なデザインみたいなものを車に表現できなくて、結果的にはなんかテスラで一緒にして抜かれたの。だからまた値引きしないと売れない。どんどん利益が減っていく。だから設備投資できない。こういう悪循環がよく言われてるなんかゴーンの少なくてもこの5年、10年ぐらいはそういう経営に陥ってるんじゃないかというふうに指摘されてるんですよね。
聞きたいし、なんか今の自動車業界、改めてどう見てるのかは聞きたいですけどね。もしやり直せるとしたら、どこのタイミングで何してましたか？権力欲が強いと言われてて、某国の大統領を目指してるとかね、もっと大きいカーメーカーのトップとかとも言われてたんだけど、その辺やりたかったのっていう質問は、多分本人に当てたことある人いないと思うんで。
確かに。カリスマからのバトンタッチがすごい難しいっていう特集を前やってたじゃないですか。長森さんとか孫さんとかもそうだけど、これが起きる前のゴーンさんも完全に次のバトンタッチが難しいよねって言われた一人だったと思うので、これが起きなかったらバトンタッチどう考えてたのかっていうのは気になりますね。
じゃあ、一緒にインタビューしますけど、
お願いします。
メインはちょっとお子ちゃんがやりましょうか。
Thank you, Mr. Goon. It's an honor to be able to speak to you. So first, what was the impression for the documentary after you saw that?
I would say it's a rather good documentary. I'm not enthusiastic about it because it leaves a lot of things uncovered. For example, the documentary doesn't talk about the turnaround of Nissan and the building of the lines. It starts as I'm a CEO like any other CEO, and all of a sudden something happens to me.
You have been with Nissan for over 20 years. And if you can go back in time and do one thing differently, would you do something differently?
Yeah, I would have left Nissan in 2008 for General Motors. When I was offered the job of becoming the CEO of General Motors by Steve Ratner to restore General Motors and Chrysler, and offered me the job of General Motors. So if there is one thing I would have done differently, I should have left at that moment and take care of my own interest and not sacrifice my own interest to the fact that the company was in trouble.
If you have taken the job at GM, what would you think that had happened in the automotive sector? What would you have done?
I think probably GM would be today the number one car maker. I would have worked, let's say I worked to make Nissan, Renault, and Mitsubishi the number one automotive group in 2018, okay? And these three companies were far weaker than General Motors, far weaker. Nissan is a bankrupt company in 1999. So without any doubt, if I have taken General Motors, I would have tried everything I can to make General Motors much more powerful, much bigger company, and why not come back to the leadership of the industry.
And you said that some people have said that you have been clinging to your job for too long. What would you say to that?
I should have left in 2008 for General Motors. This was the best decision for me. But I was ready to go in 2018. I wanted to come to Lebanon to retire and travel. And these are two decisions I regret, if you ask me. Yes, I cling too much to the job. I should have changed course way before. But in a certain way, because what I was doing was so unique, because this was not a normal company. This was not, you know what, I was a foreigner heading a Japanese company. I was managing three companies on different continents. So it was not easy to find the CEO who would be able to replace me. That's what makes me cling to the job.
And you have chosen your successor, Mr. Saikawa. Do you think that was the right decision?
Oh, no, oh, certainly not. But Saikawa was not supposed to be leading Nissan. Saikawa was supposed to be the head of Nissan as part of the alliance. Okay, I don't think Saikawa had the vocation to be number one. He doesn't have charisma, you know it, you have discussed with him. He doesn't have charisma, he doesn't have this appeal that makes CEO, a great CEO, capable to talk to the people inside the company, outside the company. He doesn't have this, but he's a very disciplined and organized person. So I think he would be a very good number two. But Saikawa trying to be number one is a disaster, and he showed it in a couple of years.
Who should you have chosen?
I think Jose Munoz would have been the guy. He was a Spanish guy. As you know, now he's heading Hyundai, he's heading North America. And now it's interesting to see that since he is the COO of Hyundai, Hyundai has surpassed Nissan in North America. So it looks like this has nothing to do with the strategy. This has to do with the poor management and poor managers that are today leading Nissan.
If you can be the head of any company, where would you want to go?
Well, I'm not sure I want to be the head of any company now. I'm steering a lot of startups. I'm doing a lot of things like this based on my experience. If you say theoretically, if you want to be, I probably would be heading one of the Chinese companies because I think one of the Chinese maker has the potential to become a global leader, one of the top three.
Do you have a specific company in mind?
No, I would not tell you. I have one in mind, but I won't tell you.
How do you see Tesla?
Oh, they're doing great. You know, their market cap is huge. And this is due to the talent of Elon Musk, because he was able to sell his vision. And his market cap is probably much, much bigger than the performance of the company shows. In 2008, when I launched the first mass-marketed electric car, the Leaf, at that moment, the only people who believed in electric car were myself, and Elon Musk. And I met Elon Musk many times, and he said, okay, I'm going to concentrate on the luxury cars. I said, that's fine. And we are going to take the mass-marketed cars. And today, it has been very successful. The big advantage of Elon